괰ᴏᴄɪᴜᴛᴜ it's Gyepi. 괰ᴏ evening, 괰ᴏ day, 괰ᴏ morning, 괰ᴏ night, whatever 괰ᴏ it may be working for you. I wish you a very nice and peaceful time here with me, and welcome to my stream. I'm going to continue Find Love or Die trying once again. So in hope we might reach some outcome this time. I'm not sure how long this game is, but overall I think it is not that long. So I'm pretty curious if we're gonna reach some ending here. If this game does own some actual good endings or if they are just all bad. I know nothing about that and I'm pretty curious overall. Also, I apologize for the delay. Basically, I had to prepare dinner and that was it. But at some point, as I just adopted a new hammy today, her name is Kelly, by the way, she's super cute. Yeah, hello, hi Nighty, hello, good evening, welcome. I thought my hamster did evade from its enclosure, so I was like panicking and looking for her for quite a while. Turns out she was under its litter, sleeping. Like, I got more than 30 centimeters of litter and she's so tiny, like, good luck finding her. I just ended up hearing her noises, so that was it. That reassured me she's fine. I was super worried. Like, I might leave those issues be, but as I left the enclosure open for a while setting it up today, I was quite worried. So it was enough for me hearing her noises to be at ease. So I managed to head here. Tomorrow there should be no delays. Actually, my wig is quite packed this time. Your new avatar is cute. Oh, thank you. It's a chibi model I did happen to win in a raffle. So it was like for free for me. And it was quite unusual, like it's a super new thing for me to win a giveaway. I was so happy when I got it. The artist did so good. Actually, I'm gonna link you the artist, wait a second. The artist does also realize other types of chibi models. This one is like plush chibi model. If you do notice, I do have some stitches. Wait a second, I'm gonna leave the link of the artist. Here you go. Hello, ᴄᴏᴍᴜᴜ, hi, welcome. So I was mentioning the stitches on my avatar. Wait a second, I'm gonna show you. In hope to be able to do it. Oi. It's complicated. Zoom. I'm not sure if you are able to see them under my cheeks. I got some stitches, so it's like I am plush here. Not just a regular chibi, I'm special. And this is like a little preview of my alt model before I start using it. I'm planning to hold a proper debut of it once I manage to commission all of the little things I need to hold a proper debut. And I'm really looking forward to it. Actually, I commissioned that model like, I think it was already more than a year ago, actually, maybe even 2. Not sure so far, I lost track of time. And I will be so happy to show it finally to you and to start using it. But still, I decided it myself that I want to hold a proper debut with all of the assets and whatnot. So it would have to wait a bit. But I'm having no rush here. Also, I'm quite getting there, even though the widget does show 35 followers of the follower goal. I got some more, and also I managed to understand why it did not get updated. Basically, it does not count the followers that join in while I'm offline and not streaming. That was the issue here. But yeah, we're quite close to the affiliate and I'm super happy about that. Sorry for the weird noises. I'm drinking and eating a candy here. So like I thought I would have quite a relaxing week, so I decided to continue the grinding. Turns out I got like one thing per day to do, and the whole week is packed during the day for me, and in the evening it will be stream time, but it will be worth it. I'll manage to take care of some stuff I had to do, and then I'll be more free from the errands and whatnot. Do have to do some medical checkups still. Nothing bad, just minor stuff I had to do yearly, just to be sure that everything is fine, but it is fine. So yeah, just to take care of stuff that I continue to postpone. Still, it will take me a whole week and maybe a bit more, but it's okay. Today, the day did go by pretty quickly. I went to adopt my hammy, and turns out the place of the volunteer was even closer than I thought it would be. So it was like 15 minutes from home by car, super close. I thought it would be like an hour, so yeah, with some difference. I'm happy I got her. She's a mix between, like, for the starters, she's not a Syrian or golden hamster, which are the big hamsters like Hamtaro, for example, so you can understand. If you happen to know those tiny hammies of grey color, she's one of those. But she's like half winter white, which is a species that during winter can change its fur color, which is like amazing. She can become like fully white. But she's a mix between Campbell, which is like a Russian hamster, a typical grey colored, something like that, and between the winter white, the one that can change fur color. I'm pretty happy I got my hammy finally. It took quite some time. Also, it was very upsetting that I did purchase for my berry when he was hospitalized for his return, litter, new food and all of that stuff. I just didn't want to waste it, but at the same time I did not really want to donate it. I did donate with some stuff already, but I wanted to use it, so maybe I kept it because I knew I would adopt a new hammy at some point. So yeah, we are finally there. It is a bit confusing as I'm not used yet to having a pet once again here, a tiny hammy I mean. It was quite weird, but at the same time it like made me smile a bit before when I saw her tiny face. I felt like, it's weird, I don't feel like she's mine. And it made me smile because I remember that was the exact thought I had the first time I saw Bear. And I loved him so much, I still do. So yeah, I hope this will be a good beginning for us. Me and the hammy, and my partner of course. It's his hammy as well. So yeah, we can switch to the stream now. Oh, the game. Wait a second. I thought I did link it here, but still, it is not here. Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay. There we go. We can continue where we left it last time. So, I was going for the rich girl last time because I was curious to see what was there left to know about her, the one on the right here, you see. Because she sounded like picky coming to the food that the servants people cooked for her. She did not do a thing for herself, but I was sure like there was something I had to discover about her, and turns out she loves baking. Which is pretty cool, I love baking as well. And the thing is, I couldn't decide between these two if I wanted to go for the gamer girl, the green-haired one, or the rich one. I think I will stick with the rich girl, Violet. So yeah, let's move forward. Then you set the meat around 3,300 degrees for 40 minutes. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. Okay, got it. Tara furiously scribbled down notes. Wait a minute, couldn't I just cook it for 600 degrees for 20 minutes? That's not quite how this works, I'm afraid. But the math checks out. What's going on? Oh, good morning, Gyepi. How do you do? I'm teaching Tara the proper way to prepare a pot roast. So far I'd say it's going pretty well. Tara will be the one to prepare lunch today instead of me. Tara turned one of the dials on the stool as far as it would go to the right. And the student has surpassed the master. On second thought, perhaps I prepare an alternative course. One moment, please. Oh yeah, of little fate. Time for the moment of truth. Lunch is served. And there they are. Tara was nervously clasping her hands tight. It's delicious! I did it, oh my gosh! Tara did a little dance in celebration and gave Violet a high five. Should I become a food vlogger? I'm a cooking servant. Sorry. This talent shouldn't be wasted. Psst. Hey Violet. What is it, Gyepi? Is this what you cooked, or is this what Tara cooked? Violet smiled and winked at me. I don't know what you're talking about. She sipped on her soup contentedly. I couldn't help but smile back at her. Damn, this was the best meal I've ever had. Granted, my memory only goes back about 3 days, but still, it counts for something. I figure it's about time to talk with Kat about my next date, but... I felt a tap on my back. Kat, is that... I turned it around and the girl in front of me was as surprised as I was. Kat? No, this is Ali. The lively one. Ah, sorry, Ali, what's up? She looked to see if anyone else was around before she spoke. Have you noticed anything weird lately? What do you mean? Something about this show gives me the creeps. I went out for a walk in the forest last night, you know, because it's gorgeous and all. But after I got there, I must have dozed off for a minute. Taking a nap in forest at night? You're braver than most, Ali. Let me finish. When I woke up, I was back in my room, on my bed, and I swear I don't remember ever walking back. Ah, that sounds pretty crazy, if it really happened. You sure you didn't just have a weird dream? Now that you mention it, I tried Scarlett's cooking for fun last night. That was... a big mistake. Maybe I just imagine things, but... Wait a second, something's in my eye, sorry. Goodness. An eyelash. Okay. Did you notice anything strange happen last night? I don't think so, it was just a regular night. I had a conversation with Kat in my room, but that was it. Damn, 5 girls to date wasn't enough, huh? Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Well, I guess I'll just be staying away from Scarlett's cooking and chalk it up to a weird, bad dream. Thanks for listening, Gyepi. It's my pleasure, Ali. See ya later! She ran off, just as fast as she had come initially. Someone's in a hurry. Hey Kat, I was looking for you. Afternoon, Gyepi. Same here. I wanted to ask, did your guys do anything last night to Ali? Not that I know of. Our staff leaves the cast alone at night. I guess there's nothing to worry about. Kat's been honest with me so far about everything. Right? Anyway, more importantly, it's time for phase 2. You've done pretty decently with setting up Yui and Violet as your soulmate candidates. People are eating it up. Alright, I actually went on a date with Yui, not with the gamer girl. So yeah, I'm still linked to chase after Violet, who seems to be like our friend from high school. And there's stuff we don't remember, but she clearly does, and she seems to have a huge crush on us. And also, I underestimate to her. The romance? Whatever. More importantly, every time they're on a screen, we get one hell of a rating boost. From here on out, you'll only be going on dates with 8 of them. That'll be your best bet to get out of here alive. That sound good to you? You almost make it sound like I have a choice. I'm glad we're on the same page as always, Gyepi. But enough with the pleasantries. Who's the unlucky girl today? Can you stop phrasing it like that? I guess I'd like to spend today with Violet. Let's go, Violet. Nice, I kind of had a feeling you would. Is she spying on me? Where is Kat? I think Violet's somewhere around the mansion. Lead the way. I found Violet taking a walk outside the mansion. Hey Violet, what's up? Hello there, Gyepi. I just thought I'd take a nice afternoon walk. This place truly does bring back memories of home. You live it on your own personal island? Nothing with that bourgeoisie. Anyway, I've got a surprise for you. Wanna see? For me? Oh damn, that girl is hot. I motioned for her to follow me into the mansion. I asked Kat to pull a few strings and, well, we have everything we need to bake whatever we want now. Woo, baking date. Oh my. Violet looked at me with childlike wonder in her eyes. Let's get right to it then, why don't we? She was practically shaking with excitement. Her smile louder was positively infectious. We decided to make a chocolate cake. It was her favorite flavor, and I don't remember mine. Oh, the amnesia thing, right? We don't remember a single thing. About us, we barely remember the name. That said, I also don't remember a thing about how to make cakes, but with Violet, that wasn't a problem. She got me up to speed with a soft and steady hand, and before long we had the cake in the oven, baking away. I wish it took longer to make. Seeing Violet do what she loved most was a treat. When she pulled the cake out of the oven, she looked like a kid on Christmas Day. Now just for the finishing touches, a little more here, a little more there. She looks so different here, to be honest. I think I prefer her on the character sprites rather than over here. But still, it's a very nice art. I love the art in this game. She was in her own world, humming away as she danced around the cake, decorating it as she went along. I couldn't help but smile and watch her in adoration. She's pure happiness right now. I wish I could take this moment and just freeze it in time, for safekeeping. I can't wait to share this with the others. But first, Gyepi, would you mind testing it? You don't have to ask, believe me. I'm first in line to try it out. Let's go. Thank you, I'm not sure if what I make is worth eating or not. Why is that? My family's caretaker, Shirley, was the one who taught me to bake. Besides my sister, Shirley was the only one who ever bothered to try what I made. Sometimes I worry. They told me it's delicious just to make me feel better. I took a little off the top of her cake with my finger and licked it off. It's delicious, Violet, you better believe it. Would you want to help me a little longer? I'm having far too much fun to just stop now. So no one told her how actually delicious her baking was. That said, we have to make up for that now. I just started making some cookies and I find I quite enjoy your company and help, Gyepi. Of course. I'd love to. Let me know how I can help. Violet passed me a bowl full of cookie dough, then a tray. All you need to do is make little cookie-shaped pieces out of this dough, then put them on the tray. You try not to put any of them too close together on the tray or it'll become something of a mutant cookie in the oven. Oh my. Got it, no mutant cookies here. I ripped off a piece of dough from the bowl and rolled it into the size and shape of a cookie. Perfect, you're a natural. Thanks, Violet, wow. In the time it took me to make one, Violet had made 6 perfect cookies. Main character, you don't have to compare yourself to Violet. I hate when people do that. She's experienced at baking and you are not, or at least you remember nothing here. So, don't even start. Sorry, was drinking. She moved with mechanical efficiency as she kneaded balls of dough into perfectly shaped cookies. Wow, I thought you were great before, but you're really incredible. How long have you been doing this? Perhaps since I was about, say, 5? To this day, it remains the only thing I can best my sister at. I finished making another cookie as Violet finished 3 more. I think what matters the most is that she enjoys doing that. Not being better than her sister. But whatever. She held up one of the cookies and raised it to her face. You've gotten quite skilled at this, Gyepi. Of course. I just wanted to say again, thank you for arranging this. I'm on top of the world right now. It was my pleasure, Violet. Gosh, she's adorable when she smiles. For a few seconds we kept working on the cookies in amiable silence, our eyes locked on each other's. You said you had a sister? Why, yes indeed, Viola Valentine. First twins in the family, Oh, I'm out of my room on my tray. She flashed a devious smile in my direction, right before she lightly threw a dough ball at my face. What's with that cheeky? Oh! Before I could react, it splattered against and stuck to my face. Oh my, Phyto time. She burst into childlike laughter. Nice catch, Gyepi. Perhaps you might try using your hands next time. Oh, it's on. I couldn't stop myself from smiling as I grabbed some ammo from my own cookie tray and threw them at her. She dodged them with ease and laughed. It's quite humorous how an old caretaker managed to do what you are struggling to do now. I interrupted her gloating with another golf ball throw. This time I made a satisfying splat against her left cheek. Strike! Oh, you're so going down. Her smile turned devilish as she grabbed another golf ball. Oh crap. A volley a second before her next volley, I gone the offensive, gone the defensive. I wanna save here. Like maybe this choice is not important at all, but still. Okay. Let's go on the offensive. I just started to reach for another dough ball from the tray when a dough ball splattered against my forehead, sending me recoiling backwards. Ah! And then another landed right next to it. Ah, mercy! And then another. I crumpled to the floor in defeat. I'll declare this my victory in absolute confidence. She laughed as she pointed at all the dough on my face. I took the opportunity to interrupt her speech with another dough ball. It splattered right against her left cheek. Oh, you're even more dead now. Forget surviving this crazy TV show, I don't know if I'm surviving the next 5 minutes. It was like looking a tiger dead in the eye. Violet reloaded her ammo and was winding up for another throw. It was all I could do to reach for one more ball and scream in defiance. Bring it on! Some say you can still hear my screams in that kitchen to this day. We finished cleaning up after our impromptu food fight and brought the desserts that survived the Great War to the porch. Her smile and laughter were infectious. Pardon me, but I guess we can rule out you being a baseball player before you had come to this island. She put her hand tenderly against my face as she wiped off some remaining dough. We locked eyes yet again. Her eyes were practically magnetic. Thanks for playing along, Gyepi. I suppose it's been too long since I've had that much fun. So, thank you for indulging my little whim. Oh, she's blushing. It was a lot of fun for me too, Violet, don't mention it. Besides, I think I got a few good hits in to make it worth it. I'm worried for you. It appears your amnesia is getting even worse. Violet laughed as she picked off some more crumbs off my face and licked them off her finger. Goodness. Her eyes seemed to linger on mine. I do hope we can spend more time together soon. I quite like this. I like that, Violet. I had a lot of fun with you too. You're full of surprises, you know. Just wait and see. There's more where that came from. We spent the rest of the day talking and eating little desserts together on the porch. Though Violet seemed quite distant when I first met her, I learned that the real Violet was nothing like that at all, and full of surprises. She could be unexpectedly shy one moment, then mischievous as a child another. One thing's for sure, being around her makes my heart skip a beat, and the time fly. Before I realized how much time had passed, it was already pitch black outside. I was about to turn in for the night when I heard a knock on my door. Is that Kat? Yeah. Hey Kat, I thought you weren't going to come over tonight. Sorry about that, I got tied up in some things. Is everything okay? Good as always. Care to join me for a walk? Sure, that sounds nice. Then away we go. We walked at a relaxed pace, with Kat slightly ahead, leading the way. So, how are you feeling about day 3, Gyepi? Who's your front runner now? I still like Violet the most, I like Yui the most now. Owo. Owo. Violet. Violet is still the girl I like the most. If anything, getting to meet and know the other girls made me like her even more. Violet's an incredible woman in every way. Something about her just keeps pulling me in. I just can't get enough of that, you know? Oh, that's cute. Also perfect answer for the cameras, thank you very much. I guess you'll be giving her fanbase some more things to go rabbit over soon, You can say that again. Perfect. Well, I'm happy you've at least got one girl you're really interested in, but it helps you've got chemistry with both. Tomorrow, we'll make this love triangle by having you date the girl you didn't today. Sound good to you? I'm noticing a pattern in making it sound like I have a choice when I really don't. You got a point. None of us really have a choice nowadays, I'm afraid. Alright, I gotta get back to editing today's footage. You are ready to head back to the mansion? Sounds good to me. We walked back in comfortable silence. Night. See you later, cat. If we get caught trying to escape, there's no telling what would happen to us. It's a chance we have to take. I know, but we need to know what we're up against. We know the island better than anyone by now, Gyepi. We'll be fine. I'm not so sure. Damien's brought in the scientist for his latest experiment. All I've heard is that she's the one who built the prototype. The one Damien used to turn Six into a vegetable. Vegetable? Not to mention the oldest audiences too. Crap. I think they must have killed at least 100 people by now and they still haven't perfected it. If we get caught... I get what you're trying to say. Are you still with me on this? It's not too late. You didn't even have to ask. Of course I'm with you. Who are you? Somehow I know you're close by, but every time I try to see your face, the dream ends. Episode 4, second go. I walked down to the kitchen where the girls were having breakfast. So, how was the date? Yes, tell us. Tara was furiously scribbling down notes with the title War Plans in bold. It was really quite nice. We actually made this cake and the cookies yesterday together, Gyepi and I. I hope you'll enjoy it. They're amazing, Violet. Thanks for making it for us. Thanks so much. They're so delicious. So this is you, the other girl we dated last time. I did not want to date her again. I want to go straight for Violet, but we don't have a choice, do we? Tara scribbled, War of attrition is likely not an option. What are you writing there, Tara? Nothing. So how come there's cookie butter everywhere? No matter where I look, I can see butter on every surface of the kitchen. It wasn't just the butter. Violet and I had knocked over quite a few things in our firefight. Ah, that's... You sure it was just baking together? Oh, I thought it was more than that. I shared it as if I was heartbroken. I gotta hand it to you, Violet. I didn't think you had it in you. Hubba hubba. Wait, no, nothing like that happened. Ellie and I laughed and made finger guns at each other. I don't get it. That's cause you're a good person, Yui. I think what Ali is trying to say is that Violet and Gyepi... Oh! Ali stuffed a cookie into Scarlett's mouth before she could finish her sentence. Wow, these cookies are pretty useful. You gotta teach me how to make this sometime, Violet. It will be my pleasure, Ali. Oh, teach me too. Why should Gyepi have all the good stuff? We spent the rest of the morning fooling around in the kitchen. My head. You okay? You don't look so good. Not so loud. My head's killing me after I had a ton of wine last night. I still had to edit our broadcast after that, which didn't help. Ladies and gentlemen, I represent the woman who decides whether I get to live or die every night. And she was very, very drunk when she did just that. Oui, I finished the water here. Thank you, thank you. I'll be here all week. Clearly, you're still alive, Gyepi, so it's all good. Of course. As if we're not risking every freaking second here. Believe me, you drink too if you work at here. Just look at the Brothers 5. Working at futuristic Elvil Corp TM has to come with some benefits, right? You'll think, but we still have to pay for dental out of pocket. And before I forget what this show's all about, today's the day you go on a date with... Who was your other soulmate candidate again? Yui. We do not have a choice. Of course. How much did you drink last night, Kat? Whatever, I knew that, just testing you, duh. Right. Alright, let's get this second date with Yui started. Woohoo! Still alive, emphasis on the still part. Yeah. Voila, someone tell the word to stop spinning like a little... Goodness! There we go with the word phrases. I'm pretty much... huh? Okay, I could see Yui waving at me from the top of the hill. Hey there, Gyepi, it's nice to see you again. It's nice to see you too, Yui. You wanted to show me something? Now that I was closer, I could see Yui was holding one hand behind her back. Believe me, it's the most amazing thing you've ever seen. Behold! Bunny! It's a bunny! This is the screenshot that Torin did share in the server the other day. It's a bunny! It was indeed a bunny. So cute! So cute! I also love how fluffy her, more than fluffy, like soft, her hair does look like over here. It looks thick and soft to me here. Love this art. Yeah, I shared that one. I know, right? I remember. It is super cute. Where did this little guy come from? To be honest, I've got no idea. I wonder if he's a wild one, or maybe somebody's pet. I've asked around, but it doesn't look like he belongs to anybody. So I've been taking care of him since I've found him. I just couldn't help myself, you know. Your smile was as earnest as could be. Didn't you have a pet bunny back home? I had two, Bun and Bun Bun, and the cinnamon bun, what in green. Both of them are total rascals, but Bun 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 here is a good boy, goodness, triple bun, aren't you? She nozzled against Bun Bun Bun's head. Yes, you are, nuzzle nuzzle. We played with the bunny for a little while. She picked the bunny up and held it in her arms. Bun 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 looked quite content. Real creative, the names over here. You know, you're pretty amazing with animals, Yui. Well, I've been surrounded by animals my whole life. Because my house, well, to be honest, it was more of a barn than anything. Since my sisters were too young and Grandma was getting up there, I take care of all the animals. Grandma's taking care of them ever since they were born. My parents were supposed to take care of them after Grandma retired, but... well, you know, life happens. I'm just glad to have what I have. She sounds sad too. Bun 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 had managed to squeeze out of her hands and run off. We gotta catch him, let's go! On it! I ran as fast as I could after Bun Bun Bun, but it was no use, the distance kept widening. Before long, we couldn't even see him anymore. Sorry, I couldn't catch him, he's really fast for something so small. Don't worry about it, Bun 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 likes to do this all the time. He's a bit mischievous, but he won't do anything dangerous. We can take our time looking for him. If you're willing to help, of course, Yui. We started walking towards where we last saw Bun Bun Bun, right after we caught our breath again. Gosh, isn't it so nice to be outside? The smell of fresh air, the breeze. There's nothing like it. There really isn't, I smiled. At first I was really excited to go to the city. There are so many people, so many things to do, so many beautiful things, and most of all, I got to meet you. Shucks, you're going to make me blush. She laughed at that and touched my arm. Even so, the city's just not my thing. It's a little bit funny, though the reason I had to come home all of a sudden was terrible. A little part of me was glad to be home. Ever had that kind of feeling before? I have, it's strange, but sometimes there's good in the bad, and sometimes that good can outweigh the bad. Exactly, you get it, Gyepi. My family's never been closer, and that's all I want. They told me to take a lot of money in the city, make something of myself, all that. It might seem old-fashioned, but I just want to put the people I love first. That's all you got in life, really. I'm curious, what do you put first in life? Family, career, happiness. Let's go with happiness. Happiness, if you don't have that, what do you have? Oh, is that so? I think we'd make a great team then. We talked for several hours about what we wanted out of life. We seemed to match up perfectly. I was beaming the whole time. It was hard to believe that... It's Bun Bun Bun! Yui pointed in front of us, and sure enough there was Bun 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 chomping on a bush. I'd never seen anyone move so fast. Yui descended on Bun 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 like a hawk and grabbed him in an instant. That's not good to do with bunnies, as well as with rodents though. They're like scared of the big burps, so you don't have to pick them up just like that suddenly. But whatever. You're going back to your den, you bad little bunny, but I'm happy you're safe. She nuzzled her face against his fur. Bun 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 was practically purring with delight. Then she looked right at me. I can promise I could give you the most exciting life. with the most twists and turns around every corner, but I can promise that if you choose me, I'd always be by your side no matter what. Wherever you were, I'd come running, always. She took a step towards me and kissed my cheek. We locked eyes, and for that time, all I could see was her and how beautiful she was. Bam 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 seemed to be a little jealous after that. Thanks again for the help, Gyepi. Being with you made this all go a lot faster and made it really special to me. Anytime, Yui, I'm happy to. We walked back together to the mansion, holding hands and smiling all the while. God, that makes me sad every time. What do you mean? The part that I mentioned about the picking up or something else? Sorry. I was feeling too restless after today's date to wait in my room, so I went for a walk downstairs. The whole Yui part. Oh. I decided to walk to the kitchen and open the fridge. Turns out there were some leftover cookies that Violet and I had made together. I grabbed a few and wolfed them down. Delicious. Got a case of the midnight munchies? I figured I'd do my civil duty and help finish the cookies Violet and I made. Right, only a good Samaritan would finish all the cookies, so no one else would have to make that sacrifice. I'm just too good of a person, I know. It gets me in trouble sometimes. Anyway, I've been meaning to talk to you. What's up? How'd your date with Yui today go? Awesome, Okay, I'm just willing to be sincere, it's awesome even though I prefer Violet. It felt like it was out of a fairy tale. You and I spent the whole day just taking in the nature, talking about home and family. She's totally wife material. Isn't she? Yui is amazing. You know, before the show even started, she was my personal favorite. I can see why. She's got such a big heart, I'm in awe of her. I really love that about her, that she can be so kind and thoughtful even when life gives her a losing hand. She's really one of a kind, especially nowadays. If you don't get the chance to be engaged to her by the end of the show, good luck ever getting a chance to. I got a feeling that she has a long line of people wanting to date her after the show. They'll have to get through me first. Oh, they will. Anyway, you're probably safe for at least another day, thanks to the ongoing rivalry between Yui and Violet. The stakes are rising and so are our precious ratings. So without further ado, it's time for phase 3. You've only got one date left with each of them before the final day, so make them count, you're not out of the woods just yet. Will do. Alright, good. Well, I need to get back to preparing for tomorrow's show. Please wait a second, I'm gonna take some water. Or I will keep coughing over here. Be right back. Cinnamon bun bun buns, I am back. Okay, so... Alright, good, well, I need to get back to preparing for tomorrow's show. And you better rest up for tomorrow. You only get one first third date with a girl, right? Sounds good to me, Cat. See you later, Gyepi. Good night, Cat. And thanks for the help. I realize I'd probably be screwed without you. Don't thank me yet. I walked back to my room and plopped on my bed. Time to get some shut-eye. Alright, we're out of the mansion. Next stop, the beach. I told you the staff wouldn't suspect a thing. That's because nobody's been stupid enough to try to escape till now. Maybe people should have been a little more stupid, a little sooner. Easier said than done. She grabbed my hand and pulled me along. We go through the forest, come on. We ran through the forest as if the devil were chasing us. The truth was not far from it. Okay, I can see the fire now, and the boat. We're this close to getting out of here. She always put on her bravest face when she was afraid. We're going to make it, right? Of course, the boat's just a little farther, and no one's on our trail. I can't believe it. We're finally getting out of here. We're finally going to leave Gyepi. About time, if you ask me. I've dreamed of this moment every day since. Who knows how long we've been trapped here by now. But I never thought I could escape till I got to know you. I laughed. You're giving me too much credit, it was your idea. Find any other sane person and I would have told you the same things. Some people didn't try to escape with me. I wouldn't have stayed sane if it weren't for you, though. She laughed. That was my favorite sound. Let's get back to matters at hand. We both know that this is where the rubber meets the road. Yeah, now it's just a mad dash to the finish. You ready to run? No. I'm kidding, let's go. That favorite sound of mine once more. I hope it's not the last time I hear it. Welcome back, thank you. Episode 5, 4 times the charm. You've got to be kidding. My goodness, he really said that? Yeah, and he was all like, wow, what the hell is that? A flash of white raced through the kitchen, sending the girls into a frenzy. What the hell is that? Coming through, sorry! You practically bulldozed through the other girls in the kitchen. What's going on? I take it back. Bam 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 is a bad boy. He just seems so well behaved, I thought I'd let him outside again and... Bam 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 effortlessly swerved past Yui under Violet and leaped onto Ellie. What? Bam 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 somehow made his way up to her head and took her cup in his mouth. Hey, give that back! I really love her hair, so cute. Bam 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 seemed to sneer at Ellie, then leaped away and ran off. Get back here! Ellie started chasing Bam 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 with all she had, but somehow he always stayed one step ahead of her. This looks like a job for me. I'm going to need a Venus flytrap and a few bottles of... Bam 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 leaped onto Scarlet. Ah, get it off! It is quite humorous that a mer bunny has eluded you all for this long. Think you could catch it? Why, of course! What a master at... Watch a master at... Bam 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 leaped onto Violet's face. Ah, get this foul creature off of me! Bam 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 sneered with contempt. Someone do something! At that moment I realized that Tara was recording Violet's struggles. I'm helping in just a second. Bam 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 leaped off Violet onto the kitchen floor and ran out. Give me my cup back! I do suppose a nice rabbit stew is on for lunch today. I guess I should help too. You up to help, Gyepi? I don't see why not. Time for round 2. Now, quick, before he gets too far. I'm right behind you. We spent the rest of the morning trying to catch Bam Bam Bam, emphasis on trying. That bunny is on something, I'm calling it now. We finally managed to catch him by baiting him with some food Violet reluctantly made. And even then, he didn't make it easy. Let's hope the rest of today is a little more relaxed. Morning, Gyepi. Time sure flies, huh? The show's almost over, and you'll be able to go back to your regular life soon. No idea if that's gonna have any less headaches, though. Who knows? As strange as it sounds, I've had some fun here. The whole getting murdered thing isn't great, but it hasn't been all bad. I did mention that other people would kill to be in your position. On second thought, they definitely haven't thought it through enough. Probably not. Well, back to business, it's time to pick who you'll go on your first date with. Who's the unlucky soulmate candidate today? Violet. Violet. You didn't let me down, Gyepi. I had my doubts with Violet at first, but now I can see why she's the audience favorite. Don't mess it up, wouldn't dream of it. Let's go. I wonder what kind of date will it be, baking again? I found Violet in the same place I met her. She was taking out a fresh batch of cookies from the oven. Morning, Violet. I slid next to her and grabbed one of the cookies in one smooth motion. Oh, hot! I flung the cookie into my mouth anyway. Worth the pain, damn, that was delicious. Wait a moment, you silly goose. You never failed to make me laugh, Gyepi. I quite admire that. I did a mocking bow with my arms behind my back and put on my best fancy accent. The pleasure's all mine, milady. Stop, you! I'll wolf down another cookie, hell yeah. I hear jazz. Yeah, the music is quite good here. I noticed the change of background music as well. You don't know those are for sharing with everyone, right? Oops. I'm part of everyone, what's the problem here? We laughed together at the beat we were performing. Ah, that reminds me, Gyepi. What's up, Violet? It's come to my attention that the show will be ending quite soon. Yeah, it is. Oh, do cheer up, please. I don't intend to feel sorry for myself. Instead, I want to use the time we have left here to do something I've always longed to do. And what's that? What I want is to go on a date, the kind that normal people go on. I might download the game just to stand there for hours. Understandable. The kind that I've only read about, having a picnic, watching a movie at the theater, long walks on the beach, even something crazy like a paint night. And then we can watch the sunset go down together, and it'd be so romantic. Her enthusiasm was adorable. She was practically bouncing around the room like a ping pong ball. I think we can make that happen. Can we now? Which one? Why not all of them? She's got the most beautiful smile, damn. Really, you've got to be kidding me. You can count on me, Violet. I'll make it happen. Yay! She did a little cheer and dance. Gosh, I can't stop smiling looking at her. That said, I have no idea what to do. Guess this would be touch and go. It wouldn't be fair if you figured out everything. Let me handle the picnic. She pulled out a basket from behind her. Care to join me in the lovely outdoors? I wouldn't miss it for the world, Violet. Oh wait, picnic time. We walked outside for a while, then settled on a lovely spot with a nice mix of shade and salad for our picnic. Say, okay. Wait. Okay. Dirt is so good. She's so pretty. The way her silver hair caught the sunlight, it was enough to make you believe in angels. She was so beautiful. Dig in, I've brought plenty. Please don't hold yourself back. I've got to be the luckiest person alive. Save the talk for after you try this. I'm letting you have the first bite. I really wish to go on a picnic date someday as well, to be honest. I don't have any big enough box for the meal too. I only do have tiny ones. Should I be worried? I smiled as she mock-pouted. Just kidding. She laughed and smiled as she spoon-fed me a delicious egg roll. Call it, I'm the luckiest person alive. Not just because the food's delicious, but because you're here next to me, Violet. Flirting. Ooh, you've made this week so special. I feel the same way, Gyepi. There is more where that came from. You're absolutely right, I've got something prepared for just the two of us next. You owe me one, Gyepi. We enjoyed the delicious food and conversation over the rest of the afternoon. So Kat is still somewhere spying on us, goodness. We walked back to the mansion, hand in hand, smiling all the while. Next stop, the only movie theater on the island. I didn't know we had a room like this in the mansion. I'm not surprised that Tara's pretty territorial about this room, from what I've seen and heard. But right now, it's our very own private movie theater. I did a little jazz hands at the TV. Violet clapped as if I had just put on a performance of a lifetime. I made a dramatic bow, then took a look at what movies we had in store. Territorial, yeah. Always spoons at each stream. It's becoming a classic here. Always spoons featured. Let's see, we have rom-coms, fantasy medieval movies, war movies, a few superhero movies, and last but not least, a horror movie. Also, Kat is just brewing a catastrophe. I'll put on a rom-com. From what Violet was saying earlier, this will definitely be her favorite. I started the movie, then went back and sat next to Violet with my arm around her. Ooh, she's blushing again. The story was about a girl who moved to a place called New York to become a writer, falls in love with a boy she meets there, and eventually realizes her dream and her love. Very original. It wasn't anything special, but Violet was thoroughly entranced for the whole movie. Me, I was more entranced by her. After the credits rolled, Violet practically burst into tears. This was the best movie I've ever seen in my whole life. My whole life! Then how about we take a scene you liked from the movie and turn it into a painting? Oh my gosh, you didn't. Just wait right here for a second. Okay. I had no idea where to find art supplies, but I knew if there was anyone who could, it was Kat. Kat, I think you know the sitch. You got some nerve putting this together at the last minute, but I liked it about you. 4. Set up everything they need for a paint night in the main hall of the mansion. Stat. Oh man, I just finished my shift. Even better, you've got free time for this. Whoa, that's some type of reasoning there. And so we started painting on canvases in the main hall. I think I'll paint a picture of Violet and I watching a movie together, a scene from the movie. Let's paint the scene from the movie, but I wanna save. Because I'm curious what happens if I pick the other one. A scene from the movie. There's too many to pick from. Which scene are you painting, Gyepi? Haven't decided yet. How about you? I'm drawing the scene where the girl runs out in the rain to tell the boy that she loves him. It was just so romantic. She sighed like a love-struck teenager. I could tell she was putting her whole heart into her painting. She captured the scene perfectly. As for me, let's just say I was more focused on making the people have the right number of heads and was working from there. An hour or so later, we finished and compared our final artworks. She's an incredibly talented artist, me not so much. That was embarrassing, but man, it was worth it just to see her smile and break into laughter. Her laughter was interrupted by a gargle from her stomach. Mother would punish me for sure if she heard me make that sound, but who cares now? Goodness, that's too harsh though, like literally not her fault she's hungry. Violet was unstoppable at this point. Is it time for dinner? I do believe it is. I volunteered to cook, but she wanted to go back to the restaurant what we went to on our first date, so we did. Oh, the aquarium now, the aquarium. I still wonder if those are sharks or other types of fishes too. Yeah. The movie she references is Sleepless in Seattle. I don't think I ever watched it. Is it good or... I might check it out later. Apparently she was trying too hard to be prim and proper back then and didn't actually get to eat as much as she wanted. She ate up a storm, almost literally. Almost. Well, it's a romantic movie. I see. We spent dinner wolfing down delicious food without a care in the world, and laughing about scenes in the movie, and our little artsy adventure. Then finally we went for the long-awaited walk on the beach. We held hands as we walked along the ocean. The waves of the ocean seemed to play music for us as we skirted by the sunset. At times we talked without end. At other times we enjoyed each other's company and warmth in silence. Either way we were as happy as can be. We talked about how the past, the present and future were so different than before because of each other. You know, Gyepi, if you asked me to marry you right now, without a doubt, I'd accept. I know it sounds quite crazy to say that in such a short period of time, but I just know. She kissed me passionately with everything she had. And what came next was the perfect ending to our lovely date. Come closer. After today's date, I decided to take a stroll around the mansion. The night was clear as could be. A light breeze made it just a bit chilly, but not enough that I'd need to put on more. I found myself sitting on the moon without thinking. I thought I'd find you here. Why's that? Just a gut feeling on the island-wide surveillance system. You doing okay? Yeah, I'm just thinking. I can't believe the show's almost over. It didn't feel real earlier today. Time sure flies, doesn't it? You've only got the last fair date with Yui tomorrow, then the final ceremony on the day after. Speaking of which, how was your day today? It was awesome. Being with Violet makes me feel like we're on top of the world. Somehow she takes my breath away with how cool she can be, and at the same time makes me laugh like a child alongside her. I had no idea that I'd fall for her so hard after our first meeting, but I couldn't help myself. And now what I want most is to make her the happiest woman in the world. Now, that's what I like to hear. I had my doubts at first, but you two really stole the show. And with good reason. I feel like our viewers got to see a glimpse of what your lives together would be like. Maybe the mess in the kitchen won't be from the dove next time, Oh my goodness, no comment. Who knew that 3 dates were all you need to figure out if a marriage will last? If this TV chick doesn't work out, maybe I should become a marriage counselor. Anyway, I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got to get some work done tonight to prep for the ending of the show. You know what? I could use some company, and it's not like you were up to anything. Kat reached her hand out to me. I put my hand in hers on instinct. With her hand in mine, she pulled me with her to the library. Now you're probably wondering, why did I bring you here of all places? You like to read? Well, yes, but no. There's no internet for us goons, so here's where we store most of our information. Records of every single run of the show, building and security details, guard schedules, and most importantly, salary records. It's hidden in plain sight as regular books. You need to know how to decipher them though. They're pretty useless to the average person. Interesting and also a little unnecessary. Who here is going to read a book? Oh, I knew the state of education was bad, but not this bad. It still doesn't answer why you brought me here. Well, you see, I have this lovely chair and table here that I do so love to work on. And it's truly exhausting for me to get up from this lovely arrangement to have to fetch each book I need to reference. So, you want me to grab your books for you, so you can just stay here? I'm so glad you understand. And you know, I'm doing everything I can to keep you alive, and it's just a teeny tiny favor. I couldn't help but laugh at her mock boat. Sure, Kat, it's the least I can do. Great, alright, to start I need you to grab me the Princess of Avoranda 100 easy recipes for a Philosopher's Stone and... I regret everything. This must be the 100th batch of books I've had to deliver. It's been hours. Seriously, whoever designed this system should be shot. I tried to read a few of the books I was delivering, but like Kat said, they just seemed like regular books. And that's a wrap. Thanks for the help, Gyepi. I'll send you a thank you card for when you're off this island or something. At a trade that was pretty much slave labor. I like to think of it as more of unpaid charity work. You've got one last day tomorrow, don't mess it up. I'm curious, what's the first thing you're going to do when you're out of here? Honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe try to figure out what my life was before, who knows. That's as good a start as any. Well, I gotta get back to editing. Night, Gyepi. See you, Kat. Guess I head back to my room and call it a night. So another day has gone by. The alarms were deafening. We planned for every possibility we could, but it wasn't enough. We made it to the ship, but it still wasn't enough. Our one saving grace, the ship, wouldn't start. Someone tampered with it, and there's no time to fix it. That's it then. I couldn't find the words to say. I love you. I love you too, Gyepi. I wish we could have met anywhere but here. She held me in her arms with the last of her strength. All that's left to do is wait. Goodbye, love. We still don't understand what was going on. Episode 6, Curtain Call. Waking up next to Violet felt like waking up next to an angel. We had walked back from the beach past midnight last night, so any rest we could get was very welcome. For several minutes, all I could do was watch her silver hair catch the sunlight. She was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Morning, Gyepi. Morning to you too, Violet. Do you mind if we just perhaps stay here for a spell? Not one bit. Fantastic. She rolled herself towards me and hugged me with all her strength. No take-backs. We lay together in the bed all morning, enjoying each other's warmth and company. I don't want this moment to end. I simply cannot wait till we live here together, Gyepi. We will be the greatest partnership for all time. And in part like no other. I'd like an ambitious woman. Ah, it's time for you to spend some time with another girl, no? Yeah, sorry about that. It's in the contract. It's no matter. To bicker about this will be fruitless. It's the very nature of the show. Do entertain yourself with whoever today's date will be, but not that anything she could offer would pale to what a queen could. Oi. Well, look who crawled out of an economy class airplane toilet. And good morning to you too, Damien. Gyepi, don't mind him. Damien was just telling me the news. Your ratings are doing really well so far. At this rate, I really think you'll make it out of here. That's great news. I wouldn't celebrate just yet. Just because you've done well till now doesn't mean you won't jump the shark today. Your ratings today need to be higher than they're even been. Or you'll get exit. Exit literally, if I'm around when your number's up. I guess we'll find that out together, won't we? Later. Sorry about him, he can be a little mean sometimes. A mother treat is a little mean. Anyway, you ready for your last date with Yui? Changing argument just like that. It's just this last date, then tomorrow it'll be the final ceremony. I'm ready as I'll ever be. Fantastic, then we'll start filming right away. Good luck, Gyepi. You'll need it. Thanks, Kat, I owe you one. It's time for my last date with Yui. Okay, let's go. Let's wrap this up. I could see Yui from my room's window, walking around the front of the mansion. It looked like she was looking for something. I practically jumped down the stairs and ran outside to see her. Hey there, Gyepi. What's the hurry? You look like you're in quite the rush. I just wanted to see you a little earlier. Gosh, that's really sweet of you. I've been meaning to see you too. I've just been doing a lot of thinking since you helped me get Bam Bam Bam. How's the big bee doing? Come to think of it, that's why I came out here. He ran out here in a hurry, and I was just trying to catch up. Though this has already happened a few times, and each time he somehow ends up back in my room. I'm sure he's fine, I wouldn't be worried. I just can't help myself, you know. You're a really sweet person, Yui. I love that about you. You are too, Gyepi. Do you have time today to hang out? There's something I'd like to do with you. Of course I do, for you. Even if it's a little boring. I'm sure it can't be that boring if it's with you, you know. Whatever it is, I'm down. Okay, here we go. And so we walked together to the beach. So pretty, during the day. And started fishing, side by side. Now this is the life. I have to admit, this wasn't what I expected. This was by far the best way to pass the time out in the countryside. To be honest, I'm not much for crazy activities like skydiving or shopping trips. I'd rather just spend my days quietly, with the person I love, talking from dusk till dawn. Just enjoying each other's company, you know, that's the best. Is this okay with you? Of course it is, Yui. Getting the chance to learn more about you, to try the things you like, that's where the real fun is. I'd also much prefer that to doing crazy things all the time too. Though I do think shopping trips aren't really in the same category as skydiving. They are when you live deep in the country. Hey, you up for a little contest? Sure, let's do it. What is it? Want to see who can catch more fish? You're on. Apparently, I had fun at the flames of Yui's competitive spirit. For the next few hours, we kept on at it, while we enjoyed each other's conversation and company. Yui was a natural. She was catching fish left and right. Each time she caught one, she let it back into the ocean, and each time I wondered when my first one would bite. I never ended up catching a single one, but that didn't matter. What did was that we were having a ball. Thanks for indulging me, Gyepi. Hey, I had a lot of fun too, Yui, don't worry about it. You don't have to lie. I know I'm not like the other girls. I grew up with nothing and it shows in how I spend my time, what I wear, everything. I love you so much, you know. If I had you, I'd give you all the love in my heart, every moment of every day. I really would live for love. That's what I always wanted. But I know I could never give you all the things everyone else could. The money, the acclaim, the excitement. And I find myself worrying, what if you pick at me? And the second we leave this island, you realize that I can give you the life you deserve, and you start to hate me. I don't know what I'd do if it came to that. So before it comes to that, I want to ask you, would just me be enough? My breath was taken away before I had a chance to say what I wanted to. I saw something I'd never seen before and would never see again. The sky rapidly turned from bright blue to black, as if it were water being drowned in darkest ink. What? Then the bright sun in the sky went out like a candle in the wind. The last thing I saw was you screaming as shadowy figures grabbed her from behind. What's going on? A second later, it was pitch black. I couldn't even see my hands reaching out to try to save her. Then I thought somebody grabbed me from behind. No, not somebody. There must have been several people. They forced me to the ground and cuffed me behind my back. I screamed, but there was no sound. I tried to fight, but there was no way out. I screamed for Yui, for her to run as far as she could, but I heard no response. Then nothing. What's going on? What is this place? I woke up on an operating table. The kind you'd see in a nightmare. Blood splattered on the floor and the walls, the smell of disinfectant and rotting flesh. There was a nearby table littered with metal instruments that could make anybody talk. My first instinct was to get up and get off it as fast as possible, but my neck, hands, and legs were cuffed and pinned down in thick metal braces. Goodness, oh god, this part. I tried to force myself out with all my strength, but the braces didn't so much as budge. Hello? What's going on? Where am I? Yui, you there? All I heard back were echoes of my own screams. Wherever I was, this place must be massive. Hey, Gyepi! Kat was holding some kind of helmet with thick wires extruding from the back of it. Don't worry, Yui is doing fine, she's just taking a little nap. Kat, what's going on? You've got to help me, I was just on my date with Yui when everything went dark and these guys hiking kidnapped us and Gyepi. I know. She sighed. You did good, but not good enough, that's pretty much it. Would it make you feel better to hear that you're the best one yet? I don't care, get me out of here. At this point there's no point explaining. She placed the helmet on my head carefully. Even if I wanted to stop her from doing so, the brace around my neck made it impossible to maneuver. What the hell? Please, Kat, don't do this. I could hear the hum of massive generator turning on behind me. She raised her hand, revealing a trigger switch with a single red button. I just want to get out of here. I want to get back to my life, whatever it is, please. Not today, Gyepi. She pressed it. The sound of crashing waves, a word without time or color. I'm back. This time it's as if I'm sitting in an audience. Watching myself from afar, the escape had failed. I'd been separated from her and captured. We really never had a chance, did we? I find myself praying that she's safe, if anything happened to her. For a moment the world exploded with color. Always the hero, aren't you, Gyepi? What did you do to her? You should be more worried about yourself. You knew the rules. If you try to escape the island, you die. It didn't have to be like this, but you... I'm done talking. Goodbye, Gyepi. Oh, you look at that. Looks like our little hero's got some life left in him. Goodness, you know, Gyepi, you're in luck. Usually I just kill you for this, but a new opportunity's just opened up and I think you'd be the perfect fit. You know the rules and so do I. Hey, don't just lie there. Just 5 more minutes. You're the star of the show. You can't just sleep through it. Watch me. Oh, that's how you want to play? It's on. Oh! Rise and shine, sleepyhead. This is the start of the game. Anyway, what was your name again? Oh, my name's... I can't remember my name really now. You've got to be joking. Goodness. We're stuck in a loop here. Luckily, we've got your name on file, Gyepi. My name's Kat, it's nice to meet you. You're the star of our new show and love just trying. Let me get you up to speed. Whew. Goodness. Is there even a way out? How on earth did I get into this mess? I wonder if I can skip. No, I cannot. In an insane dating show from hell, from what Kat said, I'm dead meat if I can't finish this show with a fiancé or if the ratings aren't high enough. Note the girls on the show know the truth, and if they found out, they'd kill all of us. Yeah, basically what happens is when you do the escape route, it resets the game back to the start. Oh wait. Why couldn't I wake up with no memories in a regular hospital, like a regular drama protagonist? At least the girls seemed nice. At least with something. Something tells me she'll be hard to keep up with. That's not just from losing a race to her in the field. Scarlett's interesting. I still got no idea if she was trying to read the magazine or the book hiding it. I figured that out later. Tara marches to the beat of her own drum. I like that. Well, it's cool but intimidating as hell. I'm pretty sure she was about to cook one of the brothers for dinner. Then there's Yui. She seems like a really sweet girl. Something about her is so familiar. She said she knew me from before. I'll have to ask her about what I was like before as soon as I can. But for now, the show must go on. And that's why Gyepi is the perfect soulmate for each of you. I'm sorry you just drew a bunch of numbers and symbols that don't mean anything. Now that we are all together, it's time to explain the rules. Gyepi, one of the 5 lovely women here, is your soulmate. You'll get to know 3 of the girls over the 9 days, over 3 dates with each of them. Then on 10th day, you'll have to ask one of them to marry you, so I've got 10 days to save my life. So without further ado, who do you want to spend time with? Wait, I have to choose already. Okay. I forgot to tell you something pretty important. She pulled me aside. This should be fair enough. So the girls think you'll be asking any of the 5 of them for a date, but really, I only want you to be asking 3 of them. Basically everybody but you and Violet. Ooh. Why is that? Let's just say we think we'll be getting higher ratings that way. And you know how important it is to get higher ratings, right? I don't really have a choice, do I? Nope, glad we're on the same page, Gyepi. So without further ado... we walked back to the girls. So I cannot even have the choice, even. Goodness, Tara. Alright, we'll make it happen. As I walked closer and closer to the game's room, I could hear people screaming bloody murder. Help! You're not going anywhere! Take him! I'm too young to die! I rushed inside as fast as I could. What kind of brother would sacrifice his own flesh and blood to survive? Life is tough, Buttercup. No! I'll save you, bro. Bro! It's the heroes that die first, you know. Bro! Where was I? Oh, right. 1 down, 2 to go. Get over here. They were playing a fighting video game. Oh, sup, Gyepi. Give me a second, I've got to do a bit of pest control. Don't worry, kill him first. Alright, you lost fair and square. She looks so cute. As promised, you guys know what you have to do. The brothers 5 groaned as they each put on some kind of futuristic helmet. You're incredible, Tara, not bad. You decimated those guys without breaking a sweat. I do make a living doing this, believe it or not. Though lately it's been a little boring. Why is that? It's the same old, you know. Though I do have something new in store if you're down. Why not? Sure, why not? Good. I'm just gonna need you to put on this non-suspicious at all headset. Tara picked up a helmet from behind the couch and placed it on my head. This won't hurt a bit, don't worry. Wait, why would it? It was like lightning ran through my head. I'm in some kind of forest. Whoa, Gyepi, you're here too. Where are we? I want to go home. Oh, stop whining. You're just in a video game. Come on, this isn't the first time you've seen this happen in fiction. That kind of things exist now? It's been around for at least 1,000,000 years by now. Get with the times. Last time I checked, I'd never heard of anything like this. Alright, so maybe it was some weird kind of weird device I'd never seen before. Can you blame me for wanting to try messing with it? Wait, there's no way this could be a game. It looks too real. I had to admit, I had my doubts too. Everything looked as if it were really there. Hey, if you want proof, just try walking outside of this forest. Chu took a few cautious steps forward, then some more. Oof! He smacked against some kind of invisible wall. There's some kind of invisible wall here. It really is a video game, huh? Actually, that's the wall of the games room. I thought this console would be like a deep dive sort of virtual reality video game too, but it seems like everything we do here is replicated in the real world. Walk too many steps in a certain way and smack! Doesn't that make this kind of useless? I guess you're allergic to fun. The sound of the intercom played through the forest. Hey, can you guys hear me? Cat, we can hear you, what's up? You guys need to log out of that game right now. If you're in the game too long, it will fry your brain. What? How? Why? Long story short, it's an experimental how to say game console that we had in storage. No idea how Tara found it though. The show is always trying to find new ways to kill me, isn't it? How much time do we have? Before it fries your brain, I don't know, maybe a few minutes, maybe several hours, but it slowly saps your sanity the longer you're there. Just log out already. We don't know how. The brothers 5 and I looked around frantically, but there wasn't any way for us to log out. Oh, I don't think you guys can see the logout menu. I think it's an admin only kind of thing. If you can see it, Tara, then come on, log us out already. She cackled like a B-movie maniac. Something tells me that she didn't have much sanity to sap in the first place. But it'd be such a shame to leave so soon. Let's play again first. It just so happens that, as an admin, I can change all of your avatars at will. Check this out. Bam! I looked down to my hands, which had now become tiny little white wings. I looked down at my face and I have... a beak? I became a bird? Oh god, what did she do to us? We're pigeons! Let me out! We'll never become accountants now. We're gonna die here. I think I've got a new fetish. The pigeons 5 ran around frantically like chickens with their heads cut off. Oh goodness. I can't blame them. I looked up to Tara, who seemed like a giant compared to us now. I'm sure you're wondering why I've turned you all to birds. I guess you could say that. It's funny, Gyepi. Earlier you told me that this whole show was like a dating sim, except that you were in the driving seat. Now the shoe is on the other foot. She cackled again like a wicked witch. Welcome to Pigeon Dating Sim Battle Royale. You'll have to seduce me if you want to get out of here. With each day that passes, I fear more for humanity's future. Goodness, she's a psycho. And you wanted us to be pigeons for this? I mean, yeah, the ratio of human to pigeon visual nose is totally out of whack, man. I figure we should balance that out. I'm trapped in a killer virtual reality game. I'm also trapped on a killer dating show. To make matters worse, I'm also trapped in the body of a pigeon. I remember when I played Hateful Boyfriend. Cried over pigeons over there. Now I need to seduce a woman with my avian charm. You can imagine the kind of stress I'm under. Now, seduce me. One by one, the pigeons fired pickup line after pickup line at Terra, but to no avail. Come on, move those wings like you mean it. I tried my hand at a few too, but it was clear they had no effect. I can't imagine that being a pigeon helped with that in any way. Let's try one more. How about... Damn girl, you're a hoot. Damn girl, you're looking so fly. Damn girl, you're more addicting than quack. Goodness. With my will to leave at ton all-time low, The game went dark. A month later, we were back in the games room. What? We're back, thank God. I've got fingers I can write. I could fill out a balance sheet. Oh, just when it was getting good. Wait, is something burning? The game console had smoke coming out of it. Guess it's toast. What happened? My mind's all foggy. You okay, Tara? I'm gonna take a nap. She jumped on the couch and within seconds was fast asleep. The brothers Five and I decided that it would be best to never talk about this again. I agree. Too weird. I stumbled back to my room and plopped onto my bed. Who'd be coming at this hour, if not Cat? I shuffled over in a haze. Hey there, Gyepi, sorry to bother you this late. It's alright, what's up, Cat? Don't mind me, just gonna make myself real comfortable. Can I skip? I cannot. Cat walked by me and comfortably sat herself on my bed. I really gotta get one of these beds for myself already. I closed the door, then sat facing her on the opposite side of the bed. So what brings you here tonight? Can't stop thinking about me? You wish. Unfortunately, it's my job to help you survive until the end of the show, and that means checking in with you every night to see how you're doing and making sure you're doing your best in ratings. That's nice of you, thanks, Cat. Well, to be honest, I don't have a choice. Finding a new person to take your place would be a recruiting nightmare. Back to what I'm here for, your day-to-day with Tara was a ratings knockout. Honestly, I've got no idea what to say about your day-to-day with Tara, except that I'm surprised that anyone thought it was a good one. Can I really be picky when my life's on the line? I guess not. That said, I'm hoping we can sprinkle a little more drama into this show, more romance, love triangles, and less pigeons. Tomorrow, I want you to find who your second soulmate candidate is and ask them out on a date instead. Alright, sounds good to me. I would have expected more resistance, but I guess you understand your situation. Without those ratings getting higher and higher every day, that makes the show and your life with it. I guess that makes sense in some warped way. I'm impressed at how well you took that. I'd almost think it wasn't your first time on a life or death killing dating show. Well, that's pretty much what I needed to tell you. It's getting late and we've both got big days tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Night, Gyepi. Good. She was gone before I had a chance to finish. Guess it's time to call it a night. The sound of waves. Hi, I can hear her call to me within a dream. It's you. I love you, Gyepi. I always will. And I'll always love you too. My mouth moves on its own. Even if there's so many other women on this show, they could never be you. I held her tight and kissed her. You promise? I promise. Promises are unbreakable, you know. That's what you told me. I meant every word I said. She smiled at me. You better have. Your face is becoming clearer to me with every day that goes by. I know you're here with me, but which one are you? I can't help but think that it's Yui. We kicked off our morning with a delicious meal made by Violet. So tell us more about your dream, Tara. I don't really remember much, but I was in a video game and I was getting hit on by a lot of pigeons. How am I supposed to respond to that? What if it was a sign? I'm sorry, what? If it was a dream, nothing more, I don't see how... Ali had a devilish grin on her face. I think it is a sign, Tara. It's a sign that you should try making video games. The world needs more pigeon dating sims. You're right. There's no time to waste. Tara ran off. Oh my, are you certain that was a good idea to spur her on? Of course! Seriously, what's the worst that could happen? I felt that she ran down my spine. There you are, Gyepi. I've been looking for you. It's time to decide who's your second soulmate candidate. Cat moves in closer to whisper. Not like you really have a choice though, so without further ado, Gyepi, who's the unlucky girl? Scarlet. Alright, we'll make it happen. Let's have Gyepi start in the mission. And oh, I know where to bring Scarlet. Give us a minute to set up the scene, then go find her. Okay. It didn't take long to find Scarlet, she found me first. She had just burst through my door and was trying to catch her breath as she slammed it shut behind her. Gyepi, thank God you're okay. Oh my god, what's going on, Scarlet? Long story short, I experimented with some of the local fauna on the island earlier. There's really nothing like it, it's really incredible, and I messed up my intro with you earlier and... wow, slow down. I made a new chemical compound that causes amnesia. It's amazing. Wow, that's not something you hear every day. The cool thing is applying just the right amount to a person can make them forget specific things. Who they are, how to write, anything. Did she cause our amnesia? The bad thing is... something slammed into the door outside. I almost jumped up from the surprise. Give me brains and bananas. What? Applying too much turns people to rabbit monkey zombies hell-bent on eating human brains. And bananas. You did quit a mess there, Scarlet. Dear God, not the bananas. The door slammed again. It sounded like it was about to be knocked down. We need to get out of here and fast. Four busted through the door and blocked our only exit. Give me brains and bananas. I'll get him out of the way. It'll give you time to run. I've got a better idea. Scarlet blasted forward with a white powder, covering his face entirely. Not the bananas again. He flailed wildly for a few seconds, then fell to the ground unconscious. What was that? Let's just say for seeing all the bananas he wants now, and we'll leave it at that. Follow me. We ran outside of the mansion as fast as we could. How did this even happen? I was afraid you'd ask that. I heard from Tara that you lost your memories and I want to see if I could help you get them back. So I might have experimented on the Brothers 5 to see if I could erase their memories and bring them back. I must have done the numbers wrong. I added way too much. I didn't realize their brains were so empty in the first place. That's relatable. Tanya Branso here. In a weird way, that's really sweet, Scarlet. Thanks, crazy, but still, thanks. You got a pretty particular concept of sweet. I'll fix this, I swear. I just need time to make an antidote. Luckily, I left my tools and supplies pretty near here. We can stay there till we've got an antidote. Sounds like a plan. Lead the way. Wait, where are the other girls? Do you think they're still inside? They're actually trapped inside the library right now. Oh crap, we've got to go back and save them. I don't know how to say this, but... what is it? I accidentally turned them to zombies too. No! But they were a little bit much, so I locked them in the library. We're doomed, aren't we? Scarlet and I passed the time talking about the craziness that was going on and coming up with a plan to save everybody. She seemed to be quite frazzled despite seeming so put together, but I could tell she really did care about the infected. Not enough to prevent this from happening in the first place, but enough. I watched her build a machine that she insists can turn them back to normal, but... looking at it, I can't help but be a little skeptical. Alright, it's showtime. You really think this will work? You bet, I made it after all. Look like the coast is clear here. We walked to the outside of the library undetected, but we definitely weren't alone in here. Alright, it's time to save our friends. Brains! They're coming right at us! Nothing to worry about. Oh, this is payback for you guys acing your introductions. I'm sorry, what? Oh, nothing. You sure that's gonna cure them? That is not nothing, though. Of course, what does it look like I'm doing? Sophie told me Scarlet was enjoying this a little too much. What the hell? I take my ass off the cameras for 1 second and there's zombies in the house. Not for much longer, promise. We spend the rest of the day administering the antidote to each person. Each of them knocked out as soon as we deliver the cure. Not quite the first date you expected, huh? You can say that again. It was very eventful. It was definitely at first, though. Kat told me to make a date exciting. I had to get your heart racing. I think I did a pretty good job at that. I guess that's technically true, but aren't there easier ways? Something tells me this woman is full of more surprises. Well, she's not a boring one at the very least. I guess. I was about to enter my room when I felt a familiar tap on my shoulder. Hey there, Gyepi, got a minute? Let me just make sure Tara and Scarlet see me coming here. Fan some flames. Sorry, what? Kat looked around, smiled, then went into my room. I follow it sweet. First, the good news. Thanks to my plan, we've got enough ratings to avoid yearly canning. People loved it when you and Tara were in the main ship, but loved it even more after Scarlet kicked off this competition. I'm glad to hear I get to live another day. For now, at least. But that can change on a dime, so keep it up. Between those two, do you have a favorite? Ooh, Scarlet. Like, to me, she's less crazy than Tara. I know this is absurd, but like Tara wanted us to be locked within that game, even if we could die within it. And Scarlet just wanted to impress us, I guess. And she's less boring than Tara, to me at least. More like lively, or whatever. More like surprising. That's the right word. Though I've known her for less time, I think I like Scarlet more right now. It's amazing how brilliant she is, and I can't ever quit place her. She's fascinating. Really, well, can say I'm surprised. Let's see where things go with her. We'll be hanging out with her again soon enough. Anyway, that's it for today. Keep it up and who knows, you might just be the first one to make it out of here. Night, Gyepi. Good night, Kat. She left my room, closing the door behind her. Guess it's time to turn in for the night. Sometimes the most precious moments are the most mundane. It's just the two of us spending the evening together in the games room. I'm reading a book and at the same time watching her rage against an opponent in a fighting game. It's fun to watch her savor each victory or explode with profanity when she loses. Life is good. It's time like this where you wish life could always be this simple. Sometimes in those moments people wish for more excitement, for fame, for fortune, for anything but the ordinary. But all I want is the ordinary with you. I love this woman so much. Anyone else wake up with the world's worst headache? Tell me about it. What did we even do yesterday? Honestly, I can't remember, though I did have a dream that we were being chased by someone. Oh really? And who was that? I think it was Scarlet. What are the odds of that? I think I dreamed the same thing. As did I. She locked us in the library, then shot us to pieces. Whoa, that's the same dream I had. What do you think made you all dream of that? Either way, it was just a dream. You use it Mingler is super effective. Come now, there's no point getting upset at someone at what they did in a dream. You're right, Violet. And yet... I seem to remember you being there too, Gyepi. Oh man, how am I going to talk my way out of this one? Some way or another, Scarlet and I managed to convince everybody it was a crazy coincidence. At least I think we did. Violet was skeptical. Naturally, she had every right to be. Everything she dreamed really did happen. Let's hope this wasn't the kind of dream that comes back again. Let's hope so. Okay. found Kat in the same place she found me yesterday. Morning, Gyepi. It's time to decide who's your last soulmate candidate. Oh man, I'm gonna make a killing from today's best fit with 4. The poor guy, he doesn't know you've been rigging the show. What he doesn't know can't hurt him. Anyway, after you make your choice, it will be just between the 3 soulmate candidates from here on out. Wait just a second, what does... I thought somebody would ask, so let me explain. If you don't get chosen, we'll make the rest of the show Tropical Gateway for you. You'll still be able to see other girls and live in dimensions, so really it's no big deal. Tara did a little fist bump. So without further ado, Gyepi, who's the last unlucky girl? Ellie. I'd like to spend some time today with Ellie. We'll make it happen. Let's get the cameras rolling, people. We're in for a bumpy ride. Now be a dear and give us a minute to set up the scene, I'll let Ellie talk me into this. I'll never know. You sure this is a good idea? There's only one way to find out, isn't there? Ellie grabbed my hand and pulled me towards the slope of the hill. Relax, Gyepi. What's the worst that could happen? Well, I could die. Would it be too much to ask to be on a TV show that didn't end up with me dead? Don't worry, I got you. Oh, Ellie slipped on her rollerblades, pulling me down the hill with her. I tried to step back upon reflex, but it was all I could do to stand up with the rollerblades. Oh, we started rolling down the hill faster and faster and faster. Ellie was rolling down the hill backwards at full speed, goodness. I could see panic in her eyes. I couldn't figure out how to stop. We were going faster and faster. I screamed. Ellie laughed and pointed at me. Gosh, your face is priceless, I love it. She's having fun. Ellie turned around effortlessly and somehow glided next to me, without ever having let go of my hand. Our breakneck pace became slower and slower as she steered us back and forth repeatedly. Before I knew it, we were gliding down the road smoothly. The wind felt so nice. Now you got the hang of it. Screenshot time. You've got a funny way of teaching. The best way to teach a bird to fly is throwing it off a cliff, no? Oh my. That's definitely a way of looking at it. Don't worry about it. You weren't even ever in danger. Have you been rollerblading for a long time? Nope. I actually just learned how to today. What was that about never being in danger? Shh. You're quite the daredevil, aren't you? What gave that away? She laughed as she slapped me on the back. You know, you're a pretty quick learner. You picked up rollerblading almost as fast as I did. Well, I've got a pretty great teacher. It's a lot of fun hanging out with you, Ellie. Shucks, I feel the same way, Gyepi. It's great to be around someone willing to go on an adventure. The world's gone crazy, we're all gonna die. You might as well be around people that make life worth living. I couldn't say it better myself. You know, I bet you can skate backwards. Ellie reversed and started skating backwards, as if to taunt me. Oh, why is that? I just think it's a bit too scary for a person who screams when they start doing down a little bump. I'm Gyepi and I can't handle a little bump. Ah, help me! Come on, it was a hill. Yeah. I felt a fire light inside me. Bring it on, Ellie. Oh, are you sure? Did I stutter? There comes a time in every person's life where we know we're taking a stupid bet, but do it anyway. With the power of misplaced confidence and adrenaline, I jumped high into the air and did a 360 rotation. Wait, am I spinning or is the world spinning? I'm not sure. Then it dawned on me. Awful. No, I won't let you kill Gyepi. What? You're going to wish we had. What the hell? You're up, you okay, Gyepi? Try not to move. You're a little banged up right now, but you'll be just fine in no time. Kat and I treated your injuries pretty well, if I do say so myself. What happened? Who transported us here? What happened? You, well, skated backwards. We're definitely skating quite liberally, huh? How'd I get here? I carried you here. Lie. Oh man, my head. Take it easy. It's only been a few hours since you killed yourself. Oh well, it's sort of my fault, but... I made you some food. It should help you get your strength back up quick. Thanks, Sally. That's really nice of you. Don't expect something that Violet would make. Ooh. All I can promise is that the food is probably healthier than my last suggestion, before you knock it yourself out. I'll take my chances. I took a bite of the food cautiously. I'm dying. For a moment, Ellie was wide-eyed with shock and horror. I'm just messing with you. The food's delicious, thanks, Sally. Her face. I just figured I'd get a little bit of payback. You know, no one forces you to jump. She laughed and slapped me on the shoulder, then ran her hand through my hair and scratched it. I found myself smiling and admiring the blue of her eyes. I'm looking forward to our next adventure, Gyepi, but promise to not be too stupid again, okay? I'll try my best, but people can't help but do stupid things to impress a pretty girl. I guess impressed is what we'll call it. We spent the rest of the day making fun of each other for how stupid we were being. Somehow, some way, Ellie could take the ordinary and turn it into an adventure. I was laughing so hard that I could barely feel any pain. Before I knew it, it was nighttime. After today's date, I went out for a short walk outside the mansion. Oh, hey Gyepi. Hey Kat, what's up? Let's not waste any time, I gotta get back to editing, and you know what I want to hear. I know Scarlet was referred to you now, but maybe Ellie has shaken things up a bit? Who's number one now? I still like Scarlet the most, I like Ellie most now. Scarlet? Scarlet is still my number one. I've been counting the days till I can see her again, and I know it's going to be worth the wait. Damn, that's definitely going to go in the broadcast. I couldn't write that much cheese if I tried. I've got some good news for you then. My plan was success. Having 3 soulmate candidates has worked magic for our ratings, which of course means the show will go on. That sounds so I'm safe now? Just for now, though we're not out of the woods just yet. We need to make sure the next stretch of the show rates even higher. It's time for phase 2. Over the next 3 days, you'll go on a second date with each of the girls you've already dated. Just imagine how much higher our ratings will be if our viewers get to see even more of their favorites falling in love. Just imagine that sweet and ad revenue rolling in. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Sound good to you? Sounds like a plan to me. Good, that's what I like to hear. Tomorrow morning I'll be asking you who you want to have your first second date with. Put some thought into that. Sometimes the order of content is just as important as the content itself for ratings. Will do, thanks Kat. No biggie, I gotta get back to work, so see you later. Night. I waved goodbye to her as she walked away from the mansion. Guess it's time to turn in for the night. We borrowed a boat and went for a cruise around the island. I love the way the wind feels. Why's that? Feels like freedom, can't get enough of it. No cameras, no people, nothing to stop me from. She pulled me close and kissed me on the lips. For a moment time stopped, and we were the only 2 people that existed. Doing what I want. I smiled. I'm pretty sure we don't need to be all the way out here just for a kiss. I guess you're right, after all it's hotter if people are watching. What the heck. We laughed together as we cruised along till the sun went down. The world was ours. The sound of waves grows louder and louder, threatening to pull me back into reality. Will I know you before I'm taken under? Okay. Oh my gosh, I heard what happened yesterday, are you okay? No worries, I'm good, thanks you. I'm sorry, Livid. Should you not be resting after yesterday? Nah, no need, I've only got a few scrapes and bruises. I'm surprised that the both of you aren't dead after what you pulled. Believe me too. Wait, what? I mean, no worries, Scarlet, I've been rollerblading for longer than most people have ever. Technically, that's probably true, but you should teach us how to rollerblade, Ellie. It seems like it'd be fun. You sure, Tara? I feel like that might not be a good idea. What's the worst that could happen? I like your attitude, girl. Come on, let's hit the road. Ali grabbed Tara's hand and pulled her away. Sometime later. Hey Tara, how was skating? There's no words. I think Ali broke Tara. Scarlet waved her hands frantically in front of Tara's face, as if to check if anyone was still in there. Tara, you in there? Hey, Tara, the internet's back. I guess nobody's home. Is there a medic on the island? Wait a minute, I made a new serum the other day that just might be the thing to restore Tara's mind. No, don't do any experiments anymore. Just give me a second to administer it. Hold on, are you talking about the thing that turned everyone to zombies? Oh, I just think one fail test really isn't enough to see if it's botched or not, so why not just? I tried to stop her from administering it, but it was too late. Gah! Oh boy, give me brains. Bananas. Guess this one's a bust too. Do you have an antidote? Just kidding. Kidding, I've got it right here, just give me a moment. Luckily Tara ended up being okay. We spent the rest of the morning playing video games as therapy for Tara. Morning Gyepi, congrats, you've made it to the 4th day. And you've become the first person to have not 1, not 2, but 3 soulmate candidates. Who'd have thought? Granted, soulmate candidates don't really exist, but hey, we added that part out. You should be really proud of yourself. I can tell if you're being serious or not. I'll leave that for you to guess. Anyway, between your 3 lucky romantic interests, who do you want to spend today with? Scarlet. If making zombies doesn't count as a red flag, I'd love to see what your dating handbook looks like. But that's none of my business. I think Scarlet's somewhere around the mansion. We'll follow you. I'm starting to like Scarlet as well, to be honest. I found Scarlet out for a stroll outside the mansion. She seemed a little down. Hey Scarlet, you doing okay? Jeez! It's you, Gyepi. You almost gave me a heart attack. Sorry, I didn't mean to. It's not your fault. I'm just a bit on edge after the whole zombie date thing, whatever it was. I guess I'm feeling a little sad about all that. Why, you saved everybody. We wouldn't have needed to save anybody if it wasn't for me. At least to fix the situation. Hey, at least we don't have banana zombies running around anymore. Without your help, they'd still be running rampant. Still, they wouldn't have been running around in the first place if it wasn't for me. Well, that's true, but hey, it makes for great TV. Which inadvertently is pretty good for keeping me alive, but I'll keep quiet on that. Besides, you did it because you were trying to help me get my memories back. That means more to me than I can say. I'm sorry I couldn't do it. If it's okay with you, I'll try again and I'm sure this time. Let's not worry about it for now, thanks though, I appreciate it. For now, I just want to get to know you better, Scarlet. We got interrupted last time, to say the least. Care to join me in making up for some lost time? That would be fantastic. There's somewhere I'd like to go, if it's okay with you. Lead the way. Where are we gonna go now? You won't regret it. At least I think you won't. Should I be worried? Come on, let's go. She grabbed my hand and pulled me along with her. Who could say no to a girl who could turn you into a zombie? Right. Behold! There's a nightclub in the mansion. There is now, I made it myself. Granted, I use it more as a testing ground than a real nightclub, but the staff really wanted something to blow off steam in. I like the background a lot and also her dress. Like the red pops out a lot. And okay, I cheated a little bit, I made a robot that made the nightclub for me, but it still counts. I think you're probably the first person ever to say something like that. Also, I didn't know you knew how to build robots, that's amazing. You won't regret it, yeah, I'm regretting that decision already. Oh yeah, it's cool. I get the feeling that building things to make people happier was what I enjoyed the most before I came here. What do you mean by that? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Actually, maybe you're the one person who would. Maybe it's worth a shot. Could she be like me? There's so much of my life I can't remember for some reason. I couldn't help but raise an eyebrow. There was a lot of broken people after the war in New Asia. Not just broken bones and missing limbs, but shattered minds. People trapped in their own heads. I was told I had a gift for research, a gift that might help those people be able to reclaim their lives. So I finished school early and got my PhD. I led a task force dedicated to helping the survivors. We helped them forget their most painful, most traumatic memories and move on. It was my life's work, you know, but now I can't remember what it was, how it worked, if we even got anywhere with our research. To be completely honest, I can't really remember how I got here either. I'm sorry to ask, but how on earth did that happen? If I knew before, I definitely don't know now. Maybe testing got dangerous and I wasn't willing to test on someone else. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. The crazy thing is I went from that to being on some kind of dating show. What the hell? I guess it does sound pretty weird. And the idea of getting married in 1 week? Who wrote this? An idiot? I couldn't help but laugh. But what do I even have to lose at this point? I wouldn't look at it that way. I can't remember anything either, but I'm alive. As long as I'm alive, I've got everything to lose and everything to gain. An optimist, huh? That's worth something. I guess you'd understand better than anyone. What do you plan to do after this is all over? Honestly, I don't know. I want my memories back, but if I can't get them back, I just try to make the best of things. That's some plan. I'm still working the details out, give me a break. At least you remember some things. I couldn't even remember my name at first. You got me beat there. We talked for hours about how we both felt about our situations, the good things, the bad things, about forgetting who you are. We laughed about forgetting the embarrassing moments that probably plagued others for a lifetime. We lamented the moments that truly made life worth living, the moments that made your life unique. It's nice to have someone that understands. You know, I've got a silly idea if you're interested. Let's hear it! Getting engaged in a week is stupid, and the person who'd agree to that is even stupider than that. But I think I'd say yes if it were you, Gyepi. If only to see where life goes with someone like you. That's... Shh, let me finish. Regardless of who you ask on the last day, I'd like to be your friend in the times to come. If you'll be mine. I can't remember the last time I had a friend to just talk to about how I feel. I think this was the first time that I felt a little better about what happened. I'd want you to feel better about the past too. I don't want you to feel alone in this world, it's sad enough, you know? And maybe I'm just being foolish, but who knows? Maybe if we're still in each other's lives after all this, we'll be able to help each other take back the lives we wanted. What do you say? I was thinking the same thing, Scarlett. I'm glad, but how to say? I still prefer if you pick me. What can I say? I'm a bit competitive. On second thought, I'm very competitive. Just saying. But out of all the girls, I'm the best educated, had the most illustrious career, won first place in the National New Asian Science Exhibition, and I laughed out loud as she listed her accomplishments one by one. She made angry faces at me in mock anger. But most of all, I want you to have a happy life, and I think someone else might get it wrong. We spent the rest of the evening enjoying each other's company. The laughter and smiles never stopped, and she never let go of my hand during our walk. That's sweet. I was feeling a bit restless after today's date to wait in my room, so I went downstairs to relax. Looks like someone had the same idea I did. Kat was relaxing on the sofa with a bottle of red wine in hand. Hey there, Gyepi, care for a glass of 5? No, thanks. That's okay, I don't want to wake up with a hangover. You're on a killer dating show and you're worried about a hangover? Man, I want whatever you're drinking. Kat filled her glass to the brim, then downed it in one go. Nope, still not feeling like a hangover is worth worrying about here. She laughed and lightly jabbed me. I felt like I was finally getting to see her real smile. Kat started chugging down the bottle. You okay? I work on a TV show that kills innocent people for grabs and jiggles. How okay do you think I could be? You might want to stop drinking that. You're more of a buzzkill than Damien, and I don't even know how that's possible. He's killed people with buzzsaws. Sorry, Gyepi. I didn't mean that. It's okay, Kat. No worries. Now that you mention it, how did you end up working here anyway? Oh, you know, the old car further down the block. She laid down on the sofa. If you're here for the daily interview where I ask you about your day, I already have enough footage for today. As strange as it might sound, Kat, I'm here because I'm worried about you. And why is that? People who chug a whole bottle of wine in one night usually aren't in the best place. Worry about yourself, Gyepi. If you knew some of things I don't to survive, you wouldn't be trying to comfort me. From what it sounds like, no one really has any choice. You just focus on being a ratings magnet on your dates, I'll be fine. Thanks, Gyepi. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone. Good night, cat. Don't stay up too late. Great, the walking corpse is giving me advice on how to live now. Do you really look that bad right now? Good night, cat. I hurried along. Now, hold on just a... If only I could escape this island as easily as I could from a very, very drunk cat. Wait a minute. If cat's drunk, then who's making sure today's episode is good? Oh my, something tells me I'm not going to sleep very well tonight. The two of us were lying down in a grassy field, watching the world pass us by. Where would you want to go when we're out here? The countryside. Seems like it'd be the only place nowadays that you can get some peace and quiet. That does sound nice. Would you come with me? I know it's not for everybody and it's missing a lot of the... You don't even have to ask, love. Of course I'm coming with you. We're a team, right? We're a team. She moved closer. I held her tight in my arms. Mom would have loved you. I wish you would have had a chance to meet her. I know. We'll make sure our kid gets a chance to meet theirs too. Her face turned bright red. What? Say that after we're actually engaged. It's cute how embarrassed she gets. You mean it? Every word? You're sweet. Not as sweet as you. Next day, I woke to the sound of an explosion outside. I ran outside as fast as I could. What the... The first thing I saw was scarlet and black smoke emanating from the ground near her. Oh, hey there, Gyepi, nice weather we're having, huh? Hey, Scarlet, you okay? I'm pretty good, all things considered. I've been experimenting again on trying to bring back people's memories without the wall monkey zombie beat. I figure if you and I ever will, you know, I'd want us to know everything about each other. No secrets. I'd like that, Scarlet, thanks. I'll let you know if I make any progress with that. I gotta clean this up. Give me a minute and then we can head to the forest. I've been meaning to spend some time there since I got to this island. Sounds good by me. So pretty. We walked together through the forest hand in hand, very atmospheric. Talking about things we do after we got off this island. Talking about everything and anything. After we're off this island, whatever happens, do you maybe want to catch a movie together? Sure, but why a movie? You can laugh, but there's a part of me that just wants to be a regular girl for a day. That's something I could never forget, and I'd like it if I could be that way. With you. What do you say? I like that. Yay! Scarlet did a little dance of happiness. We spent the rest of the morning together in the woods, enjoying each other's company, and maybe a little more than that. Somehow, in the middle of it all, I forgot what kind of show I was on in the first place. It was just me and her. In this moment, more than ever, I was glad to be alive. Good morning, cat. I've been looking for you. Not so loud, please. My head's killing me from all that wine last night. I still had to edit our broadcast after that, which didn't help. Somehow this scene feels familiar. Something tells me that my chance of surviving goes down for every open bottle of alcohol on the island. Maybe I should spend today enacting prohibition instead of going on a date. You don't know how prohibition ended, right? Anyway, back to the brass tacks. Yesterday's second date with Scarlet went really well. Let's keep striking the iron while it's hot. Which soulmate candidate will you be going on a second date with today? Ellie. Really now, I'm surprised considering how you killed yourself last time. But that's none of my business. We'll start filming down at the beach. See you there. Okay. Howdy, Gyepi. You ready for round 2? I figured you might want to hang out somewhere where rollerblades don't work. I spent all night dreaming of the next chance I could use those two little death machines. But I think you'll love what we've got in store today. There's no wheels where we're going. What do you mean? You'll see, follow me. First I'm gonna need you to close your eyes. I'm not sure like where this is going. Nothing to worry about, Gyepi. I'll be right next to you the whole time. Yeah, like last time. Because that's always gone well, hasn't it? Ali moved behind me and covered my eyes with her hands. Now let's just keep walking forward, trust me. Right. I'll be lying if I said I wasn't somewhat enjoying this. My heart skipped a beat when she wrapped her arms around me. I cautiously took step after step forward. First I felt dirt, then sand, then water. Are you trying to make me drown myself? Of course not, though I have to admit, this does look like a lot. A lot like how they killed people back in the day. Oh goodness. You're gonna want to take a really high step forward next, or it's gonna hurt. I raised my right leg as high as I could, then stepped forward, something clanged like metal. Next I brought over my left leg. Keep your eyes closed for just a second longer, I just gotta do one thing. Ali let go of me and took a few steps forward. Brace yourself! Wait, what? I was knocked off my feet by the sudden movement and opened my eyes on reflex. Whee! Very nice scene. Water sprayed onto my body as I struggled to regain my balance. All aboard this SS St. Ali! When and where did you get a boat? Pretty cool, right? I found this baby in the back of the mansion this morning. You just found it? Anyway, I asked Kat if I could take it for a spin. She said that as long as we stay within a few clicks of the island, we're good, or the engine will automatically shut off. So I thought, why not have a little joyride around the island? I like the sound of that, what could go wrong? And away we go! We cruised around the island for a while, taking note of the different buildings covering the island. The mansion seemed so small from way out here. Cars flew by as we cruised around. Ali took a deep breath and sighed. You okay, Ali? You don't seem as chipper as usual. I guess I'm a little homesick. It's nothing to do with you, promise. I'm just worried about my old man. I'm sorry, wasn't your father? Ah yeah, he's long gone. You know the old story about ᴄᴏᴍᴍᴜ. I'm talking about Bill, he was a good friend of my dad's. And he's taking care of me and a whole lot of other kids. Sounds like a cool dude. You sure have a way with words, don't you, Gyepi? I don't dwell much on the past, it just slows you down. I couldn't agree more. Is that the amnesia talking? Who knows? She laughed as she put her hand tenderly against my cheek. I'm more worried that he'll get himself into trouble if I'm not around to keep him in check. What's he like? Let's just say that a lot of how I act is from him, but I'm much more restrained. Oh my god. If you're like this, I guess I wouldn't survive even a single day hanging out with him. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Nothing at all. Ali made a sharp turn. The sudden force almost threw me out of the boat. Hey, what was that for? Oh, nothing at all. I couldn't help but smile at her. She was practically shining when she had that devilish grin. I'm sure he's doing just fine, Ali. He's probably watching right now, just to make sure you're safe. You're probably right, now that I think about it. He always wastes the day watching crappy reality TV shows, which gives me an idea. What's that? With one hand on the wheel, Ali turned to me and kissed me on the lips. I kissed her back. It felt like lightning was running through my veins. The boat started to rock back and forth more and more uncontrollably, but we didn't stop. That's got to give Bill a heart attack. Seriously, what kind of fatherless daughter go on a trashy show like this? I couldn't help but laugh. Whatever, it's been a fun ride so far, and here's to the next one with you, Gyepi. She kissed me again, sending the boat into an erotic frenzy. We spent the rest of the day together cruising around on the boat till we ran out of daylight. Seems like a nice night for a walk. Oh, hey Gyepi, what are you doing out here? Just going out for a walk, care to join me? Sure, why not, I got a few minutes. How about we do a circle around the mansion grounds? Sounds good to me. So how'd your date with Ali go? Are we already back to our daily interviews? Did the island run out of wine? That's wholly unrelated. But yes. Anyway, my date with Ali today was... I'm gonna pick I don't know. Alright, I guess. Oh really, that's too bad. Ali said in an interview that she thought you two really connected, but I guess it wasn't both ways. Well, doesn't matter, the audience thinks you did, and that's enough to keep you breathing. Keep it up with what you're doing, our ratings have only been climbing higher and higher every day, but it's not time to celebrate just yet. I know, don't worry, I'm sticking to the plan. That's good to hear. Seriously, if you get yourself killed by not following the plan at this point, you deserve it. Looks like we've finished our walk. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. But it was a nice break. Night, Gyepi. Night, cat. Sorry. I walked back to my room and plopped on my bed. Time to get some shut-eye. The scent of something delicious being freshly baked wafted through the kitchen. It's just the two of us. Looks like this batch didn't turn out well either, she frowned. Hey, on the bright side, I can at least tell it's bread this time. Oh wow, that wasn't the right thing to say. It has been a while since I've done this. Sorry, Gyepi, I wanted you to have something good. I reached for one of the pieces of bread. Wait, I'm sure it's... I took one bite, then wolfed the bread down like it was the last of its kind. It's delicious! I reached for another to prove my point. You really mean it? I took a moment to wolf down the second piece. Cross my heart. You're just saying that? She smiled. Ah, that's the moment I've been waiting for. She hugged me with all her might. But I love that about you, you know? I love you, Gyepi. I held her tight. I love you too. For a moment the whole world was just me and her, and that was all that mattered. But I wouldn't give to have you back like this. Abyssine? Seriously? Not only gratuitous, but also predictable. Oh come on, it's the beach, don't be so negative. I guess you're right, it's not every day you get to the beach. Are you right, Tara? You've looked better. Tara was practically crawling on the beach sand like a zombie with one arm. Sunlight, my worst enemy, we meet again, you piece of poop. There's some shade under the beach umbrellas over there, Tara. You look like you could use it. I swear I'd never seen Tara move so fast. Let's go in the water, come on. Scarlet grabbed Violet by her hand and pulled her towards the water. Ah, but I didn't bring anything to change. Now, that's the spirit. Wait up, you guys. And just like that, they're off. You up to join them? I'd be crazy to miss out on this. Just one thing first. Ali pulled me in with her arms and kissed me passionately. It's hotter when the other girls are around. You think they saw? I couldn't stop my jaw from dropping. The look on your face is priceless, my god. Try to keep up. Ellie ran to join the other girls in the water. I smiled and followed suit. We spent the rest of the morning enjoying the warm weather on the beach. Morning, Gyepi, how'd you sleep? Pretty well considering how you added the footage that keeps me alive, drunk. That sounds like a win-win to me if you ask me. Can you believe it? We're already on the 6th day of the show. Is it already? Time sure goes by fast. No kidding. Anyway, it's time to wrap up phase 2. You just need to go on a second date with your last soulmate candidate. Shouldn't be too hard, no? Please don't jinx me. Break a leg? Seriously, actually breaking a leg would be a lot better for you than messing up today's date. Not helping, cat. Time to get today's date started with none other than my first soulmate candidate, Tara. Cinnamon buns! I guess I'm gonna end the stream here because I'm getting very tired. I apologize for not warning you beforehand. And also this time I wanna check out if I managed to raid someone, as last time I did forgot last time. I'm not sure if I can do that without being affiliate, but we're gonna check that right away. Okay? I understand. Thank you kindly. Okay. I never raided anyone, so I'm not sure how actually that works. Okay, raid channel. Actually, there are no small channels I'm following right now streaming, I think. Please wait a second, I'm gonna check. I see you next stream, alrighty. No wait, actually a friend of mine is streaming. Okay. A good friend of mine is streaming, so I'm gonna raid him. He also does enjoy visual novels, and wow, guess what? He's playing Paper Lily Chapter 1. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my stream, and we're gonna see each other tomorrow. As mentioned, as per usual, I did set up my schedule on Twitter, YouTube, my server, so you can check that over there. The streams are supposed to be at 7 p.m. Central European Time. I think I should be on time together, like I will be on time, surely, if nothing happens unexpected. So yeah, see you around very soon. Thank you for watching and thank you for stopping by. I'm very happy to have you over soon once as per usual. And let's raid my VTuber friends, Terry Bunny Boy. Okay, let's begin the raid.